You think you might want a hot hatch. However, they seem a bit, well, juvenile for you. You're more grown up these days. You've got the money to afford it, but maybe you've got a family and you want a car that is more all-purpose and yet still a lot of fun. Well, right over here is what you might need. It is the 2024 Acura Integra S. A terrific platform, beautiful car, and about 300 horsepower. Get in. It's time for Family Wheels. The 2024 Integra S is the highest performing specification of the Integra that debuted in the previous model year. It continues on a parallel track above the Honda Civic line, showing a substantially different exterior and more sophisticated interior than its corporate cousin, while using the same platform. Compared to lower Integra trims, there are more shiny black areas, a working hood scoop, because the engine gets really hot making so much power, and front fenders which flare out to accommodate its wider wheels. The rear wheels are covered by add-on flares because the rear quarter panel wraps upward into the roof and would be too costly to build as a single unit. The finishing touch is the triple trumpets of the exhaust system, a signal to all who approach from behind. The interior of the Integra S is balanced between the aggressiveness of red upholstery and the elegance of soft, black ultra-suede seat inserts, black dash and doors, and a band of shiny dark gray surrounding the vents. The gauges, steering wheel complex, touchscreen, and HVAC controls are cleanly designed and intuitive, and the center console with stick shift and red markings invites the driver to get down to business. Other indications that this car is not just for track days: ELS audio, wireless charging, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a 12-way power-adjustable driver's seat. The Type S has 320 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque, and to put that in perspective, that's in excess of 50% more than the next specification down in the Acura lineup. And that torque figure is important to me in terms of being able to drive from low RPM and still pull. You don't always want to be rolling the gear shift back and forth like it's a Fiat from the 1970s. No automatic transmission is available. Now, a lot of people are new to manual transmissions, and I must say, Honda and Acura are making it so easy. The uptake on the clutch is just beautiful. It's light, doesn't wear out your left leg. The bite of the clutch, absolutely perfect. The gear shift throws, you'd swear it was a rear-engine sports car of old. It all works just so seamlessly, and you've got rev match, and you've got a gear indicator, making it easy for you to be a real pilot with a 6-speed. By the way, we're here at a stoplight, and the thing is dead quiet. It doesn't have engine stop-start for saving a little bit of fuel, but here we are at a red light. Loudest thing is the turn signal. What I really love about this car is that it's a good around-town car. You can put stuff in the back, in the hatch, and here we are tootling along in third gear, not making a lot of noise. When you want to go, you go. So you've got the two sides of the personality, and they're both excellent and fun to be around. We have larger pistons, slightly larger pistons in this engine than the next step down. Slightly lower compression ratio though compared to the next turbo in line. Nonetheless, it all adds up to fast. And it does reveal that this car does not have all-wheel drive. When you really punch it like I did just there, you do get a bit of squirm off the front end. It's not alarming or anything, but we haven't got all four wheels handling those 320 horses. So in sport mode, let's take a interesting on-ramp. Bit of a bump in it, varying radii, and the Integra Type S is just totally in control all the way. Let's back out of it as the road tightens up. That's nice. Sometimes when you are on the throttle in a corner and then you back out of it, well, what you get with a rear drive car is the tail wants to come out. In a front drive car, if you back off the throttle while going hard through a corner, the nose will push out quite badly. Not here. I caught out of the throttle back in that corner as the radius tightened up. Straight and true. That's a delight. You need stopping power if you're going to have all that horsepower, and we have that here. The brakes on this car compared to the next step below it in the world of Acura, they are bigger in diameter and they are thicker, and of course there are those sexy Brembo calipers, 4 pots on the front, Brembo's at the rear as well. The Type S barely passes our child seat test. Now, keep in mind that behind me is the kind of child seat that takes up the most room, rear facing. Up front, I've just got enough room between my knees and the glove box door. The back seat of the Integra S can certainly accommodate a couple of adults. I'm 5 feet 11 inches tall, 180 centimeters, and the seat in front of me, the driver's seat, is set up for me. And there's a decent amount of room between me and the back of the front seat, so positive there. On the negative side, we don't have any HVAC outlets here at the back. Also, no USB ports in the rear. One nice little touch, though, is that the cup holder is permanently between the two seats. Let's face it, most people do not use all 3 positions across the back, and so I like this better than the fold-down armrest style. On the other hand, the fold-down armrest does give you a place to rest your arm. That's our look at the 2024 Acura Integra S. Tremendously sporty, but also very civilized and practical. I love it. But what do you think? Leave a comment. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, and thanks for subscribing. I'm Richard Detman, and I'll see you next time on Family Wheels.